In Scandinavian mythology, there is a place where fallen heroes go to live out their afterlife. And that place is called Valhalla. It is a giant hall with over 500 doors, all guarded by fierce dragons and giant eagles. And the ceiling is adorned with the shields and swords of those fallen heroes. To those heroes, that is their heaven. Mr. Toastmaster, my fellow Toastmasters and guests, heroes come to us in many different ways. And the hero I want to speak to you about today is the one responsible for all of us being here. Dr. Ralph Smedley, the founder and father of our great organization. But if you were to ask Dr. Ralph Smedley back in the days to show you the way to Valhalla, he didn't point you in that direction or send you off to find some great university or some great inventor like perhaps Thomas Edison who saw the light. No, he would point you to right here. You see, because he felt that in order to earn your ticket to Valhalla, you had to go through a process of self-improvement. And there was no better way, no better route to self-improvement than through better communication and better leadership. And for over 60 years of his life, that was his focus. And to a great extent, that is why we are sitting here today. Dr. Smedley started his journey in 1903 when he made an observation. He observed that the young men who frequented the YMCA at which he was a director could not communicate effectively. Now I see a smile from some of the ladies as if to say, how much has changed? We are still trying. But he decided to do something about it. So he invited them to just stay back after dinner to toast each other. And those toasts were evaluated. And the person who delivered the best toast on that given evening was the Toastmaster. But don't jump to conclusions, because that was not the beginning of Toastmasters. You see, those became known as the after-dinner clubs, which he formed between 1903 and 1924. Because each time he was transferred or moved to a different station, promoted, he would start one of those organizations, one of those after-dinner clubs, and they'll fall apart when he left. But he persevered. He persevered until 1924, when he moved back to Orange County. And the whole idea began to take roots. In 1915, he was right here in San Jose as the director and started a club. But that club back in Orange County, club number 1, which still exists to this very given day. Club number 1 is a beacon of perseverance and what this man stood for. And if you ever go to club number 1, you will see at all of their meetings an empty chair. And that chair is there as a reminder for anyone who has decided to walk in his footsteps that you are not alone. That chair is a reminder to anyone who decide to take up the challenge of being a better communicator and a better leader, that someone is watching over you. And someone will always be there to help you in times of need. You know, sometimes we say ideas are like rabbits. You have one, you're good. You have two, you could quickly get into trouble. But he always focused on just better communication, better leadership as the road that will take you to your Valhalla. And from that one idea, look at where we are today. From that small room in Santa Ana, we now have swelled to over 250,000 members in more than 150 countries. Over 8,000 clubs. Do you believe in miracles? If that is not a miracle, show me one. My fellow Toastmasters, this club, this very club, was formed to turn out leaders. And we have been turning out leaders over the years. But I want to remind you that the road to Valhalla is a long and winding road. It is a road that only the strong will survive. It is a road with many peaks and many valleys. But as you continue your journey, I always want you to remember the one who brought us here, the empty chair, what it stands for. And always remember that you have taken on a responsibility that is much bigger than just you. It's more about the members, serving the members, just as Dr. Ralph Smedley did. Remember why we are here today and what this club is all about. Remember that whatever your way to Valhalla is, we here, the members of Next Step, will also be always ready to help you, guide you along your journey to Valhalla. Mr. Toastmaster.